Hello, Mr. Svea. He's not aware. He turned broadside. Short fuse. Yeah, okay. Hey, we get the double sit. And AP is actually pretty good into German battleships, generally. Yes, sir! 30k! Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships. Today we're doing another ship request. And last time you guys wanted to see the Florida. But I already covered that one in a different video. So the second most upvoted comment was for heavy AP Conqueror. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try AP focused Conqueror. It's an interesting build. The AP is actually not bad, although given the HE power of the British battleships, it's going to be a little better if we shoot HE. The AP, though, is still no joke. So we're going to try it today. As always with this series, comment down below whatever you want to see next time. Most upvoted, that's what I will be playing. Now for the commander build, I'm going to start with something like this, sticking with super heavy AP here. That gets us up to almost 14,000 AP alpha here. Not too bad. And then, of course, because we're a Conqueror, we can greed for Furious. These super heals heal back 100% to fire damage. Should be a good time. This 2-pointer, not for the AA. Conqueror AA sucks. It's for the 40% consumable cooldown to get us back to those heals quicker. And the equipment, I actually really like Legendary Mod Conqueror. This gives you, essentially, Thunderer maneuverability. Thunderer basically just gets this built in, allowing us to have a little bit better turret traverse, but more importantly, our rudder shift here is massively improved. 10-second rudder. It's very, very comfortable to use. Although we do lose out on the concealment upgrade, so 13.7 detect. Still more than enough, though. We've got tons of maximum range on this ship. The only problem with this build that I can really tell is that our turret traverse is still 45 seconds. So that could be a little bit awkward for us today. Conqueror, though, has been nerfed a little bit since it was released. The ship used to only have this underwater citadel. It was almost impossible to citadel. Another reason I love the extra rudder shift is that now I get the ability to turn and angle this citadel much better. It is above water. It's a vulnerable citadel, which I love to see. I really think more ships should have more vulnerable citadels. It's more interesting, it's more engaging gameplay. You get punished for going broadside, making a mistake, and hopefully when you're angled, you take less damage. And this one, 32 mil armor, it's decent. But overmatch, a lot of HE gets through this anyway. We're going to rely on that super heal to stay alive today, I think. And with AP Conqueror, we actually get short fuse AP, which should help us out a lot against potentially some light cruisers. However, this HE will actually also citadel a Smolensk and has no chance of overpenning. It is, of course, a little bit less damage. This AP, though, is Battleship Dispersion 1.8 Sigma, so I don't expect it to be particularly consistent. Our reload's pretty good, though, so I won't be too worried about just sending a lot of shells out. Shatter, bounce. Oh well. That's the start. Typically, you're going to spam the HE and then only swap over to AP when you get the best possible scenario. Someone goes broadside to you at middle to close range, I would say. Otherwise, stick with the HE and you're probably going to have a little better time. We got the Furious build here right now, so... Oh, I'm actually not leading quite enough. That's good accuracy. Maybe we get a chance at this Cerberus. That would be pretty awesome. And actually, we're still lit here. Was that the Napoli still spotting us? That's interesting. Cerberus is in his smoke. That is fine for now. I really should be helping on the DDs, but... Broadside, Wisconsin. Let's go for it. Our DDs got this. They're doing well. Leave the fire burn, because again, super heals, very, very powerful. Cerberus has a ton of HE DPM though, so perhaps turning in here was a really bad idea. Triple fire is a bit much. Alright, well, I'll rep it. Let's relax here, let's chill for a second. Conqueror can heal a lot, but maybe I've over pushed it here already. Most of the time you're going to see Conquerors you know, pre-kiting. I think that's pretty typical of this ship. Understandably so, but I want to try and play it a little bit more aggressive. Thunder's not broadside. See, if I had HE here, man, how much damage would we do? Let's try there. Ooh, Cerberus. Okay, we got 4 hits. It's not bad. The HE would have been pretty nuts, though. Going broadside enough to Thunder that he could Citadel us. But man, this Cerberus... Okay, Thunder's on the HE. I'm going to blind that. Oh, look at the rear turret accuracy. In fact, it's all pretty good. Yep. Oh, close. So close. That was very good accuracy for a blind shot. Our Sherman went down. Unfortunate. So we really got to pay attention to helping our Shima here. So, are you going to stop? Yes, you are. Cerberus, I don't think had really good acceleration. Okay, Vermont takes it. That is totally fine. But not getting overpens. That's the key here. Let's go after the Z-52. Very good flank our team had here. And I think I can out-accelerate that. Maneuverability is surprisingly good here. Okay, everything's dead by the time I shoot. Fair enough. And I'm going to turn my turrets and go towards the middle of the map. Let's not chase to spawn. That's always my #1 tip. We don't want to be pushing enemy spawns. Let's just go back to the middle of the map at least. Now, Wisconsin doesn't actually have a Citadel that we can hit very easily. That one's underwater. So, again, HE probably better. Especially if I'm leading that poorly. Concealment here is still more than good enough. We can stay dark here. I'm very broadside to the 2 battleships, but here we're going to try and finish off the Napoli with our team. And then we're going to turn in to try and angle to these guys. Conqueror is quite maneuverable. Ooh, not the damage I was looking for, unfortunately. Bit of dispersion issue there. It's a battleship after all. And not using my heal still. So we have Adrenaline Rush buffing our reload at the moment. How often do you see a Conqueror with pretty equal spotting and actual damage? That's pretty funny. Okay, Thunder got spotted. Wisconsin's probably too angled for that salvo. Oh, even slowed down. Yeah. Does he greed for his guns? He does. Alright, that might be a little better. Good dispersion too, wow. Okay, look at that. That's like 22,000 damage, I guess. Pretty good stuff. No Citadels required. Heavy AP Conqueror, man. Again, we should be using HE in a ship like this one. But you guys know my personal bias against HE battleships, so I actually kind of like this. I'm more in favor of this playstyle, personally. Alright, another decent salvo. There we go. Just gotta get some more of those broadsides. And this Napoli's still alive. Angled, though. Yeah, don't think we're gonna do a ton of damage to him. Had a good team in this one. But maybe we can hit his bow. That's the only section we're actually able to overmatch. That's good dispersion. Okay, a little high. Still 5 full pens, though, into his superstructure. No overpens there is kind of interesting. And we're going to turn in here. Just in case Wisconsin's looking for us. He is. He definitely is. Makes sense. Look at this rudder, though. And we still get to take prop mod. A bit of speed juking in battleships, man. A little bit. Very, very small amount. But that rudder shift is so nice. Especially if you go from playing something like Montana with its 22-second base rudder shift. It's pretty awesome. All right, now we super heal. Still not maximized, right? It's 45. Oh, 19k! Not bad. But we can let these fires burn and our reload, right? We're getting nearly 15% DPM off of that. Although, remember, we're getting less value out of AR as we heal up to full here. So managing your heals and that is pretty fun in Conqueror, honestly. It's one of the interesting parts of this ship is trying to maximize that DPM bonus you can get while also trying not to die. A little tricky. Let's try there. Okay, Vermont gets it. Good stuff. All right, we got up to 127. 68k spotting? That was crazy. The real weakness of Conqueror is getting over-committed into a position and then waiting this 80-second heal cooldown. You got a lot of healing, but that cooldown, you can die very quickly if that heal doesn't come back up for you. So just something to be aware of. You're not invincible in this one. It's no Valparaiso. Oh, okay. Robbery? Robbery? Hello, Sheriff? I'd like to report a robbery. I think. Perhaps skill issue. Perhaps, but... Shells go short, guys. Shells go short. Unfortunate. Hey! Nice spotting. Very nice. I don't know how we got any spotting out of that. That should have been all the Shima's spotting, but I'll take the small amount. Yeah, the fireproof. Purely off of non-damage controlling when I probably should have. Conqueror is still not a bad battleship. Even AP only, funnily enough. Obviously, shoot HE, you get way more than I did here. All right, I'm not gonna full push B here. We might in the mid game, but playing in the middle like this, got so much range. And as we've seen, the AP can do pretty well, even at more extreme ranges. Hopefully this Worcester gets spotted again. I don't know what their Alvaro is doing. Feels like he's just wanting to go next, I suppose. Conqueror is probably gonna turn out, so let's try there. Get ourselves detected. Ooh, an in-comp, though. That is overmatch. Oh, boy. And, you know what? I will take 7,500 damage into angled Conqueror superstructure. No problem. Oh, a Svea? Wait a second. All right, we're gonna try and hold for Svea. While also considering in-comp could get spotted again. And be very broadside. As that ship also has a gigantic citadel. Turret traverse, though, is the problem. So usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my turrets towards the ship that I want to turn away from, I guess. Because we can always use our rudder to help turn our turrets. Although, being this broadside, maybe I should be on Svea, and that way if I need to shoot in comp, I can also turn in. Something to consider there. Yeah, we're detected. No carriers, so no extra spotting. There he is. Looks like he's turning away just ever so slightly, so that's why I aimed high. Oh my goodness, our Des Moines is gonna go for this Svea. Hey, we get the double sit. Let's go, Conqueror AP only. We got lucky though that Bungo missed us though. Oof. AP Conqueror, what a meta ship. All right, we don't have a ton of spotting there, and I'm also still very concerned about Bungo. So maybe we go try and fight Monty Mecklenburg, something like that. However, as a counterpoint, we still have more in-comp shots to take. I think we can get through that. I think it's lying to me. The island indicator surely is lying to me. Oh, it wasn't lying. Okay. My mistake. My mistake. And I don't think Mecklenburg can Citadel us at this range, but we should still be a little careful. Turn the guns, please. Hello, Mr. Svea. He's not aware. He turned broadside. Short fuse. Yeah, okay. Okay, Conqueror. Yeah, give me a fire. I need to buff my reload. Thank you, Mecklenburg. Yes, thank you, Mecklenburg. 21-second reload, Conqueror. Now we're at Thunderer levels. And AP is actually pretty good into German battleships, generally. Yes, sir! 30k! All right, does he Citadel us? No, he does not. All right, I'll take a super heal. Sure. Wow, look at the Conqueror. AP Conqueror in the house, brother. Did not expect to get a match like this one. That's hilarious. Is Monty going to turn in? Again, pretty good team here, so it looks like we're soundly going to be winning this one. All right, little patience goes a long way. Monty's looks like he's stuck in front of the island. This is why I'm always telling you guys not to put yourselves in front of islands, because it makes you very predictable. So we'll try there for some citadels. Not sure if we get through at this distance, short fuse and all. Let's see. Oh, yes, we can. Another one. A little less spotting on this one, I guess. But central battleship positioning still works, guys. Would be a little challenging to play here if there was a carrier, obviously. Looks like he's slightly maneuvering towards us. I'm also going to reverse just to keep this angle, but also maybe we can find the Mecklenburg. Oh, yes. Look at the full pens even. When we're not getting citadels, it's still just full pens all day. Very nice. But we don't have a great reload at the moment. All right, Monty's going to go down. Mungo is down, so I don't have to worry as much about that cross shot. Now, Zhao. It'd be great if you turned away. It's over already! No! We were just getting started. I mean, that's pretty good showing, Conqueror. AP! Don't sleep on the Conqueror AP, man. Even at longer ranges, I'm kind of surprised at those longer ranges. Usually I associate short fuse with not getting through some of those battleship citadels at longer range, but apparently we did. All right, standard battles, a little different. We're going to play a little bit more cautiously to start. We don't want to push up too far because there's no caps, right? We also got Columbos in this one, which means... Oh my goodness, the AP's crazy. The Columbos don't have overmatch, but SAP is pretty good. It turns out it's hard to angle to SAP, guys. Very difficult. Enemy Conch, Rhode Island. 27k first salvo into a Napoli is crazy. Broadside Yoshino, that is their natural position, as always, so we're going to try and go for them. Looking for cross shots, as always, when I'm playing a battleship with AP as the focus. And overpen. Okay, we missed. Too bad. Briefly spotted by Napoli, I believe. Angled Conqueror. Well, we'll still go for it. We got shot at from over here. Maybe that was Yoshi returning fire, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Still 7k into him. Bow on Conqueror. It's not bad. HE probably does 10k in a fire, though. Let's be honest, okay? This is not optimal, right? It's not optimal. But it's interesting to look at. It's certainly interesting to look at. And I've put myself in a spot where I actually can't shoot this broadside Conqueror now. Poor positioning on my part. However, team gets him, so no problem, no problem. Borgone, we'll have to watch for his cross shots. Columbo's running AP right now. Interesting. Can we Citadel a Columbo? See, short fuse again, like, I don't know. No. But 17k into his broadside. Borgone is on us. All right. Let's be careful now. Also, second Columbo is here, unspotted the entire game. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Lucky me? Don't actually eat the Citadel there. I was sure that Columbo... I mean, that looked so accurate. It's like, looked like Lake Mod. Where you get even better dispersion on your Columbos. Patience, patience. We've lost our DD on this flank, but we have a Petro to hold a little bit with the radar. Borgone is not in a position to hit us now. We can't really leave this area. Getting pushed here. We're at least angled. The only problem will be if Rhode Island pushes here to get our broadside, right? But this is a good hold. You know, if they try to push this gap here, this is a really good spot for me to be in. Brisbane? Hello? Turning in or out? Looks like straight line gaming, so that's what we aim for. Short fuse? Gimme, gimme. Only 2. Oh, we nearly got him. Rhode Island's turning away. Good. So we're relatively safe with this island right now. There could be a torp angle through here. Let's keep that in mind as well. Very nice. All right, Columbo's broadside. And we want to help finish him off. So I'm going to send 2 turrets. That way, if my teammates get him, then I'm still loaded if this other Columbo appears, for example. Using minimap to aim right now. Trying to hit the stern section. That's really all we have access to. AP only has been decent. I'm not going to lie. There's certain salvos where, yeah, HE would be way better just because it's a fully angled ship. But there's plenty of opportunities where slightly angled ships, we've done quite a lot with the armor piercing. And of course, it's less healable. Fire damage is 100% healable. If you're taking a lot of HE pressure, the fire damage in particular, you can heal back 100%. The full pens from HE are also not 100%, just like AP full pens. The full pens are full pens. Depending on the ship, like most ships have 50% healing for pen damage. But in this case, I think Conqueror gets a little bit more. Just because the super heals are so crazy on this one. All right, get a little sneaky flank here for Rhode Island. Perhaps he's not expecting it. There we go. Only front guns right now because... turret traverse, big problem for us. 10k, no Citadel, unfortunate. But that's all right. We want to time these things with our team, right? So our Petro is applying some really good pressure. So we want to be helping on that. Napoli could have torped us here, so let's slow down just a little bit. We're relatively well protected from Columbo cross shot, for example, right now. So let's kind of chill out here. Hey, there's the Citadel. I knew we could have it. Oh, we take forever to slow down, though. It's probably fine, right? This is a very common spot to torp, though, around island cover. We got so much HP, I might greed it. Nope, nope. Is he looking this way? Yeah, he's turning this way. Okay, I'm glad I didn't greed it. That could have been very bad. Perhaps once Columbo is passed. Yes, he's shot. He's on the AP. We respect AP Columbos. Honorable Columbo players out here. It's still very good, obviously, with the legendary upgrade giving you so much accuracy. 16 shells with that accuracy is kind of wild. But it's not the sap. And I'm not shooting HE. Perhaps it's just firm handshakes all around. Honorable battleship play. All right, not bad. We'll turn in, though, because we have to respect Columbo AP. Maybe the Borgone can swap to HE, or maybe the Z42 can light us on fire real quick. I want the reload, guys. I'm greedy. I took Furious for a reason. Slowing down? Maybe. Let's try there. There's also a Yoshino still. Something to consider. Ah, I missed. He might have just stopped, honestly. I predicted him to speed up just a little bit. Either way, good dodge. Columbo's behind an island for now, so I can open up to this Bourgogne. But usually when you're pushing or kiting, anything like that, you don't want to shoot someone that opens you up to someone else even further. You want to shoot the person that is going to keep you angled to the majority of ships on your flank, is the general idea. So in this case, if both of the Columbo and Bourgogne were available to shoot at, unless it's Columbo's fired and Bourgogne is really broadside, I would shoot Columbo here, just because to shoot him, I don't have to show as much broadside to everyone. Yeah, Yoshino is still broadside, back of the map. That is pretty standard. We'll try and take advantage of that later. I am going to be spotting for my team here. So we should consider a heal, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Preemptive heal. Maybe I should have done it a little bit sooner. But I want to be taking the pressure because our Petro's healthy, but... And he's got good armor, but still. "13 seconds. I am going to greed. I'm going to greed for it. We're not even going to light him up with priority target, by the way. We don't want to spook him. All right? Let's try there. Aiming low to try to get citadels. Please. It still went high. Did you see how low I aimed? Aw. We got one, though. We got one. It's fine. Actually, our Bourgogne is taking a lot of pressure at the moment. A little patience. Someone might open up to us. I'm hoping Yoshi gets greedy for his front guns or something to go like this. But maybe he doesn't. The other thought is Columbo is low, so we want to be shooting that when he pops out of his smoke. Bourgogne went down to Torps. Okay. So it's either us or it's going to be the guys in the cap. Couple hits. That was... Oh, he's low. He's really low, actually. It's like close to 8k. Yoshi Torps could be a consideration. Again, I don't want to spook his priority target because he's so broadside. Until we're ready to shoot. Ah, he's already turning. Oh, dang. Looks like Columbo is very low, so he's not shooting at us. It's smart. Bourgogne getting pinched by the island, so he doesn't have a lot of room to turn away. Normally, I'd aim a little higher. 6k. That's all right. 184 so far? It's pretty good. I shouldn't have healed, man. The heal was preemptive, and it lost me DPM. My fault, my fault. All right, you know what? I'll try it. The reason why I haven't been shooting the angled Yoshino is we don't overmatch through his deck armor. Let's see what it does. Maybe I could have been shooting at him. DD is here. There's Columbo. He healed. Yeah, more bounces. So slow down and turn in here. But it looks like he torped the other guys, perhaps. Wait. Now that we shot him, he's going to go broadside? No. So here's an example. All right, if Bourgogne shoots us, that could be bad. But to greed for damage on Columbo... You see how broadside I am to these guys? The idea is we don't ever want to be opening up quite that hard. Hey, look at that. A Confederate even in this one. Nice. That's a great way to lose a lot of HP quickly. Kiting, pushing, it all's the same. All right, there's the Z42. Just gonna angle. And he has his smoke ready actually as well. Bourgogne goes down. Yoshi, is he gonna turn this way to avoid the Bourgogne hull? Looks like it. The only way this fails is if he runs into him. Okay, he didn't. That would have been like 200 IQ, man. Oh, or I just misaim entirely. Perhaps I aim too high yet again. It's so hard, man. If you go back and like watch videos and that, it's like, oh, I should have aimed lower. Oh, I should have aimed higher. It's so easy to go hindsight on a lot of these salvos. It's very difficult to predict how the game, the aim assist is going to pull your shells. Is it going to pull the shells low? Is it going to pull them high? It's hard to know, man. And with the advantage of hindsight, it's always easy to say we should have just aimed lower there, but you can't know. You just can't know. Unfortunate. We don't quite get 200k. It's still a very good game, though. AP only Conqueror, man. It's not bad. Good request. I don't always go for requests where you guys force a playstyle, but this one suits me. I prefer AP-focused battleships, obviously, and a chance to play Conqueror while essentially ignoring the HE entirely seemed pretty cool. So thank you for that request. And given that it is ship request, make sure you comment down below this video whatever you want to see next time. Most upvoted is what I will be playing. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.